Previously on the Dresden Files.
A messenger raven appears with another letter from Hades. I have unearthed information regarding your curious sword. The handle appears to be formed from the bark of Yggdrasil. Find someone who can perform a locator spell, and you may find your way there to investigate.
Can you do locator spell?
No.
It's normally the first spell wizards learn.
Right, so we need some other way to find this tree. What about Google Maps?
It's in Sirmaskud in Greenland.
There is a portal to Yggdrasil in the agency.
Alright, we're going to open the wardrobe then.
Did anyone bring the sword? It's always good to have a sword when you're
I've always
in
had
the
a sword
shop.
on me.
You know, like Phil's hand, he kept putting out of his
Out of his chest pocket,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Flash's coat. Or
Pretty much, yeah.
So he kept whipping his hammer out of his...
Yes.
Okay.
Out of his trench coat, yeah.
Yeah.
What filth.
What?
Some people always live in the town.
I know, right?
Suddenly a tree. Oh no.
Oh,
No,
talking
no.
about another tree.
That trick won't work here, God.
Suddenly a giant marsupial monster saying,
I'm
"Want a
paid for
trick?"
this. No.
What?
That's a sword.
You're gonna attack
Yep,
the
no,
sword?
just throwing it.
You're gonna throw the sword. So you pulled the sword back
That's
through?
backwards.
Okay, yeah, a lot of gubbins.
Oh, that's fine. Do this to clear.
Everyone roll athletics to see who gets splattered by
Or stabbed.
by marsupial gubbins. You got hit by the blade of the sword in the face. You fall. You made rocket shoes. They're quite powerful, but you don't seem to have a huge amount of control. So you now start flying up. Hits his head on the branch above. Falls and lands awkwardly on the sword.
Why did I hit my head?
We were attacked by Skippy, and you decided that the boxing with a kangaroo was one of your life goals. So
That doesn't sound like me.
we were really surprised, and
Yeah.
we tried to talk you out of it, but you were insistent.
That doesn't sound like you.
No.
He's on to us, push with back.
I hit you in the face with his sword to knock you off the bench.
You actually...
I panicked, he's on to us.
Rocket shoes!
If only I knew rocket shoes!
I'm gonna try and unlock rocket shoes.
Halfway down, he cast the locator spell. These are rocket shoes!
That was law, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Two.
That's one rocket shoe.
You don't know rocket shoes.
I don't know rocket shoes. Something's gonna happen.
You're gonna blow up your ankles.
Roll alertness.
Oh God, look at this.
Oh,
No, you give.
you're
You're
falling.
scarily away that you can't
scarily
save
away.
yourself.
You suddenly notice that you're falling past a really big chain.
That's heated up like fuck.
To grab the chain or to not to grab the chain?
Hank, cast ice magic on the chain.
Go on.
Chain ice magic.
Law. You don't know ice magic.
No, it's 3.
You don't know ice
Grab the
magic.
chain!
I don't know ice magic.
Save yourself!
You're falling really fast.
I don't know what even I'm.
You're not even rolling for anything.
You out of the chain!
Bam! Everything I know!
I don't know what's going on.
The chain just transformed into a ferret and a goat and fire and then snake and then liquid.
Can I tie my rope around the branch and dive after him.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
That
I believe terminal velocity means that I'm going to hit the ground first.
And your rope is like 18 foot long, if that.
Are you gonna grab the chain?
I gotta try.
You've fallen past the heated area.
I'm going to have to try.
But bear in mind, this is going to be might, and you're falling at terminal velocity.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
And it's a chain.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
No, it's not. What you do is trying anything that's in between the links. This is got a better grip on things.
This is might now, isn't it? I have no might.
He's going to dislocate his shoulders.
-1. I break my arm.
You grab it, you yank, and you do seem to have dislocated both of your shoulders. You're literally hanging by 2 dislocated shoulders.
So I've got no control.
You have
grip.
0 arm.
Hey guys, you're safe. He was on to you. I saved you.
I think I can hear crying.
I don't think we actually have a need for this sword anymore.
I have a feeling that you probably wouldn't be quite that coherent had you just dislocated both shoulders.
I think
True.
I can hear crying.
I'd either be
and
passing
like,
out. I'd
can
be
I
passing
climb
out.
down and get him?
You're probably mostly unconscious right now, and then occasionally waking up and going, "Ah," and then unconscious again.
Yeah.
Can I climb down and get him?
You can, but the chain is very hard.
How can I swirl?
I've got my
Run down the
gloves.
tree.
You want to run down the tree and sort of like jump to
Like
where he
you
is.
missed what
Yes.
Yeah?
I've got
And I
gloves
will,
because of
if
when
he
I got
lets go, will I
burned.
be able to catch him? If I'm standing under him?
As a swirl.
Am I no actual form now? I've gone down the tree, I'm on a branch, I'm under him, I'm human, can I catch him?
If he lets go, yeah.
If he's unconscious, can he let go?
Are you not enjoying this?
I think with me being rather unconscious, my grip is going to be slipping at least.
Okay. Yep, you fall, you catch him.
Okay. Does anyone know how to pop his shoulders back?
Well, luckily he has a healing rope that he has to dance to.
Guys, flap my arms around!
I'm not. You guys are gonna come down here.
Oh, we can't. I just threw the sword off the branch.
You did not.
If you wiggle my arms around, suddenly you just hear a
Yeah, don't
snapping
sword off.
noise.
He threw the sword off the branch.
Well, that'll be the moment you fell.
No, this is a sword plummeting a terminal velocity. It's fine, because none of us die in this flashback, Tom. We all know it.
Some of us go a little bit more insane than they were before.
How come I'm always trying to fall from great height and injure myself?
Joke.
Wasn't even my fault this time.
You were smacked in the face with a sword and then pushed off a ground
Oh, we were going to climb down then.
to where he is.
Yeah.
And
Can I try to put his arms back in, his shoulders back
well,
in?
you can vaguely heal, can't
Yeah.
you? You should probably be the one to do it.
Okay.
I don't need healing advice. You can hit it and it pops back in.
You're just going to...
Yeah, you
Yeah,
pull.
I'll have a go,
It's easy
yeah.
enough. It's like all hell. It's easy to do.
Yeah, I'll have to go out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Both of you roll might for pulling his arm back into his socket.
Oh god, this could go badly wrong.
-1.
Okay.
So she just picks up my arm.
7.
Cool.
Oh, he's falling again!
But you have an
Slowly, I'm going to use you to find out where the floor is.
We'll assume that although it was incredibly powerful, it was quite controlled.
Very disciplined of me.
Discipline it is. That was well pointed out, Jordan. What did you do?
7 might and 2 discipline.
Okay, so what you did, you sort of like, you only rolled 1, you were gonna pull, but he pulled Steve out of your arms when, remember that thing with the chain? Woo! And just slams it back down, popping one arm back in.
Excellent.
But not the arm you were holding. You don't quite know how you did it. You slammed his other arm back in.
Gonna go for cover. Someone count to 3!
At this point,
2, 3.
you pinned him.
Thank you.
Cool. That's a wrestling thing.
It is, Tom.
So, what's that move called? Where you hook someone up, swing them round by the arm, and slam
It's
them
technically called a brainbuster.
Cool. You ever had performed a brainbuster? I think we all have.
Oh, that's going into my achievements and powers.
I'm going to go with Al.
Yeah.
Would you like to vocalise what just happened, or...?
losing.
I thought I was pretty much out of it, to be honest.
Unconscious people can still scream in pain.
You won before, he is
Okay. You temporarily became conscious while spinning. Cool, that happened. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll assume that everyone works together to pop his other arm back in safely.
I walk the fuck away from it.
Yeah! Back away, boys, back away. At this point, normally, I would say you would have some sort of physical stress or a consequence, but it seems that the magical power of Yggdrasil is somehow stopping the future from happening. But it hurts like fucking hell. And you're unconscious.
You've had a really bad day, Hank.
You don't say.
You said unconscious.
Squirrel seems more done by this than anyone else.
See, I'm just beat the crap up. She's got mental scars.
Yeah.
Well, I find it very enjoyable.
We've
It's almost like a hex too.
Can't imagine what would have happened if you had. At this point, you realise that this morning, Hank had eaten your toast.
Yeah.
And you hexed the fuck out of him. But no one will ever know. Except you. Because
Glad you're alive, Hank.
goes for the toast. What?
Should we start making like passive aggressive toast puns towards him now?
God, you weren't bred very well, were you?
Was that changed?
Well, your life was spread very thinly.
Got yourself in a bit of a jam, did you?
Margarine! What?
What? My toast, Hank! My toast! You didn't make toast this morning. Very well. In fact, you don't even like toast. Yes, I
At this point, everyone believes that they've been in a mental asylum for the past 7 years! They're next to Jeff!
don't. American Horror Story.
So have you learned anything from your book?
All the spare time you've had to research. I mean, what have you been doing since we got here?
God, Hank, this is the whole reason for our visit. Will you stop pissing about? Stop base jumping and
Not you, shit wizard! You just piss off and do nothing!
Maybe I'd actually learn magic if
I mean, you fall off branches! Dislocate your shoulders for attention!
Free fall.
Yeah, I was singing that earlier.
all we wanted was for you to read the book.
Maybe I could
Stop
make
playing
people
the
stop pushing
clown.
me off tall things.
You were really tempted to kick him off the front step. I saw it in your eyes.
I'm going to stop to this bullshit now. You on that branch, you on that branch.
Are you still in squirrel form?
No.
Oh, I really wanted to just quit. Parkour now, bitch! Well, I'm on meds, just everyone else's experience.
Well, Amy and I have had energy beverage ice lollies. We've done another one, sweetie.
Please.
Yep.
What
Sponsored by
energy drink
Rockstar
do you
Energy Drink.
Ah, Rockstar.
Because why drink when you can chew your energy drink? And Red Bull. Sponsored by Red Bull.
You can suck. You still need to find a virgin. Is there a magical one in this tree somewhere? Does anyone have like a dating app on their phone that we could find? There might be somebody in the tree that also
Magic Tinder.
Yeah.
Just going to throw this out there. At this point, has anyone asked Hank?
Hank,
Hank,
you're a
you're a
virgin.
virgin.
No, this is completely up to you.
Yeah, generally it is.
Just say no, kids. Those drugs. Just say no.
To everything.
Let's roll for it with Hank.
But roll
Let's roll
for it.
for it.
Okay, what? So plus is a girl, minus is a guy, and blank is nothing. Equal opportunity. virginities,
your
man.
sexuality on a dice roll.
You fucking can. We should all do it.
Minus. I guess Hank's gay.
Was it with the Cuddle King?
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. It was absolutely the Cuddle King. That has just become canon.
We
to
were in the
canon.
cell with him. Oh God!
That's the laugh he does in his sleep. It's fucking terrifying.
That one's his like ringtone.
Oh my god, please cut and edit that out of the video and just stick it up as a separate video.
Apparently, I turned into Rumpelstiltskin in my sleep.
We all have to roll for virginity.
If you want. I'm assuming that Blaze and Vamp don't have to.
Yeah. Alright, where's the other dice?
Hmm?
I'm good.
You're good. That's fine.
So only one of us is rolling for virginity then. That's just you.
That's like real life.
Oh.
3 plus 3.
Wait, no.
No, you roll one
Just
die.
One dice.
Alright, 1 dice. Okay.
Plus is a guy, minus is a girl, 0 is nothing.
Virgin.
Oh, fuck!
But you don't have to tell anyone if you don't want to.
How vital is this spell? Okay, what I'm going to do is, when no one's looking, put it here, Hank,
Meow.
Yeah? He turns into a cat when he's out in pain.
Why are you
for
giving me
your
a hit?
spell.
For the spell.
Don't tell anyone.
Okay. I forgot which spell we're
Location spell.
doing. Okay. Put it in the book.
If you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
I won't tell him it's location spell.
Hey guys, the virgin isn't here. We can't know why.
This is my life now.
Don't even act like you don't love it.
This is just because
You
we've been
miss
too
us
long
when
without
we-
a session, isn't it? This is because we've been too long without a session.
It is. Yeah, whenever we go too long without a session, we
Yeah,
lose our
this
fucking
shit
minds.
Yeah.
Plus you've given us free reign with a flashback when nothing
Yep.
can happen. We're not allowed to die, so.
So you need time to read the location spell.
Yeah.
We still need Evian and a fancy hat.
Oh, I did say I brought water with me.
Oh.
Was it Evian?
Yep.
That's convenient.
Convenient.
I'm going to
No,
go
it was
and
actually
find,
Volvic, but you know.
I'm going to go
Ah,
and find
no.
a fancy hat.
You're gonna
Find.
find it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to find like a magical being in the tree.
I'm intrigued by this.
Does she just wander around going, hello?
Fancy hat!
Is it like, are there like magical beings in this tree?
Magical beans.
Beings. Like
Beings.
pixies.
Oh,
Yeah.
beings! I thought you said beans. I was like, this isn't a beanstalk.
Can I find some like little pixies?
Roll investigation to find pixies?
I have a plan.
Pixie finding roll.
2.
You didn't.
Oh, hang on, 3.
You found a pixie?
Take me to your friends.
Is this a hostage situation?
It's okay, I have an idea, but I need your friends.
What the fuck are you doing?
Get in the van.
Pixie. Roll report. Roll report to talk to the
I
pixie.
forgot I didn't have the pot.
-2.
-2. Apparently, English is just a slew of swear words to pixies.
I'm gonna draw in a tree. I'm gonna carve with my sword the pixie with me, and then all of the pixie's little friends, and the pixie leading me to.
Are
its
you going to
little
have to
friends.
roll for sort of deciphering abilities on that?
You're gonna draw with a sword.
Do you want my dagger? Would that not be easier? Yeah, well, I'll take your dagger. I'll draw with the dagger. Picture of me holding a little pixie's hand as he takes me to his little
Okay.
pixie friends.
Now, see, if you get that slightly wrong, that could look like a hostage.
Yeah, that sort of looks like I'm holding you from your friend. All for craftsmanship. Let's see what happens.
Oh, for God's sake, I don't have craftsmanship. What's that one? The castles. Oh, 2.
It's equivalent to one of the things you've drawn in Drawful.
Oh God.
Oh, it has a penis in it, doesn't it?
It's a big penis and lots of small penises.
And you made them look like puppets. Damn it.
The pixie looks confused.
I'm just going to pick up the pixie and hope that it's squealing, attracts its friends. I'll hang it by its foot.
Okay. Several angry pixies appear.
Excellent! Guys, grab them!
Okay.
Like,
Did
get
you
them
go
in
off on your own to do this?
Well, I had his dagger, so I presume you came with me.
Yeah, I took him.
Right,
then.
right.
Yeah.
So we can get pixies.
Stick him over like
Yeah, in your bag. Right, so yeah, we'll get all the pixies into your bag. And,
Why are we kidnapping pixies?
I have a camera. Do you have like string in your bag?
Probably.
I'm
Why are
gonna
you
tie.
making pixie strings?
I'm gonna tie all the pixies together by their hands in a circle. Right.
We're gonna get thrown out.
You've already been thrown out of the tree. Twice.
So I've got the pixies. They're all tied together in a circle. I've got your fancy hat.
That's a pixie. That's a pixie prison. That's not a hat.
It's a hat. I'm gonna put it on your head and now it's a hat.
Pixie tiara.
Yeah. You've got a pixie tiara. You look very pretty.
They're all struggling and screaming and really upset.
This is really unpleasant. You can have this
But
back.
no, we have everything we need.
That, I'm pretty sure that doesn't count towards
But they
a hat.
sparkle.
You can have the sparkle.
Well, we have some powers we can use. They might want to give them up now. Well, they give them up, and if you.
Right, you've just created a situation here.
It's the name of our campaign.
Yeah, but we have, we've got everything for the spell now.
Right, okay. It's not a hat.
It is, it's on your head.
It's a bunch of pixies tied together against their will. It's not a hat.
But when you put them on a head, then they sparkle, so it's fancy. And when it's on a head, they're a hat. If you put them around my hat, that makes it a fancy hat. Yeah.
No, it makes your hat have an accessory. It's not fancy at all.
If it makes a hat fancier.
How? Just because it sparkles.
Yeah.
The
And it-
sparkling bit, even though it's living creatures bound
and it-
together
and
against
it
their
spins,
will.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if you had the pixies and they sparkle and you had a hat, and
I
you just
do
sort of
have a
like
hat.
shook the pixies over the hat,
Like a salt shaker.
or like one of the fairies from Neverland that you shake and you can fly with the pixie dust, 'cause that would probably make the hat fancy rather than tying
Well, I've
pixies
tied
to
them
it.
together now.
Tie them then! It's a one-way process!
Hold on.
No,
The problem you've
they're
got
not
now.
so really small.
If I untie them, they come to attack me.
Yeah, the problem you've got now is if you untie them, A, they're going to attack, and B, they're going to go get their friends to form an army.
Guys,
Right, so even though they're still alive, they may as well be dead because they're never getting free.
And if you kill them, or keep them like that, the other friends are going to find out.
Right, free them but rip off their wings. They can't go get help.
But they can still
What-
fight.
what if-
Jordan, I want you to look at that face. And then reconsider.
Don't rip off their wings.
Maybe I'm a bit.
Hey, maybe we ask the squirrel what to do.
Leave me out of this mess.
Rip off their wings. You had a chance. Rip off.
At this point,
Maybe I should have thought this through.
At this point, the pixies sort of like are all been flapping their wings. They break free and fly away.
My hat! Someone get them! Fly for your life! I hope you hit a pylon!
I'm not sure you can get pylons in a magical tree.
Squirrel, I wasn't going to ask.
Did we at least shake some dust out?
Yeah.
They
we
do
did shake.
speak squirrel, and they shouted, "Motherfucker!" Since they left in squirrel.
Yeah, we did shake sparkles.
Yeah, we did.
Even in my hat.
Whatever we're going to do here, we better do it quick because they're going to be back with revenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that their
Okay.
big brother?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no, I bet they pray to Nemesis, don't they?
Who is this nemesis?
Some deity that likes
Cool.
revenge.
And Jazz has a fancy hat.
Oh, we have the fancy hat now. There we go.
Have the hat.
We shall take the hat. Okay.
So in order to cast the spell, what you need to do is wrap the hair that you've obtained around the object that you're trying to connect to, whatever the locator spell goes to, whilst doing a Mexican dance around a hat.
The hair's not long enough to tie.
That's just wrapped.
Jazz is very short hair. He doesn't have hair long enough to tie.
You probably have to tie lots of really short hairs together.
Okay. I'm good at that.
Apparently. We'll assume it was enough hair to go round once. You know, it's like one long hair at the back of the head or something. Or really long arm hair, perhaps.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Okay, so who wants to dance?
One of the person casting the spell would have to do. You don't actually have to do it, but
Okay.
we'll assume that.
It'll heal your arms as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll put the robe on while I do it.
Put the robe on. Do a Mexican dance around the hat.
Do Mexican dance around the hat. Yeah.
The sword is now seemingly acting like a compass.
I'll stand back from that.
Yeah. So it's sort of like magnetically attracted to where you're looking to go. It's mostly up at this point. It's almost like down was never the plan. Luckily, there's a chain directly above you that the squirrel can ignore completely.
How is there a chain above me if I have a sword?
Hmm?
I have the sword.
Oh yeah, good point.
The most. Yeah, I deserve to go.
Right, okay, here's a good idea. If we detach the chain from the sword, give one end of it to the squirrel can run up and wrap it round the tree branch.
Yeah.
Oh, and just repeatedly do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fused it to the sword.
You hold the sword end.
Carry the sword.
I can't carry the chain up in squirrel mode.
Get on the sword as a squirrel and I'll...
Oh, what like Hawkeye did with Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Okay?
It might knock me
Go.
out. Let's go for it.
Go. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, Uppersborough!
Rolls for strength.
Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
If it goes too high,
So
you
you're
use
going to
that
have to
chain.
throw with control, and you're going to have to hold on.
Hang on a
for your
minute.
life.
Before anything gets thrown, it is magnet to whatever.
Yeah.
If you throw it, it's just gonna go.
But if it hits something on the way, it'll get embedded.
But if it doesn't, I'm fuck knows where. And
Not
it's
the
stuck.
control, we have 9
Nothing,
miles
it's
of
just a
chain,
mic
don't forget.
You
9
don't have
miles.
9 miles of chain.
You didn't dispute it!
How much chain can you carry?
9.5 miles.
I disagree.
I'm being lenient.
I
It's like fairy chain. It's like practically carrying air.
Was it made out of fairy wings?
Pretty much, yeah. And like gnomes ironed it. It's magically enhanced.
Were you just carrying it around like
See, if
tires
you
or
let
something?
it go, it is going to fly off,
Yes,
and
if it
we
hits
will never
something.
see each other again.
No, we worked in the future together.
We don't know this right now.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You get a fake one.
Thank you. Oh, lucky 13. This is going to be great.
Spend one quick. Spend one and not come to your doom.
I have one for that.
Okay. So what was your strength?
8.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
It was
So-
lovely knowing you guys.
So you throw it, and as you pointed out, it is magnetized to its target, so it's going to unerringly go to where it wants to go. At this point, the chain's sort of like a...
Or grab a piece. Yeah.
Cool. You all grab a piece of the chain. All of you?
I'll just go for it.
You all grab a piece of the chain, but before you grab your piece, Vam decides it would be more amusing to just loop it around your ankle.
So I
Break his ankle off! That kind of taut's gonna snap it off! He's gonna lose a foot!
Huh?
with the way that everybody else added onto it though, it's going to slow it down a bit. It's not going to be quite as. It's not going to have quite the same
Oh,
effect.
so you're arguing, so we do wrap around your feet. Fair enough. Wrapped around your feet, you're like, ah!
Why not wait Ian while we're at it if we're bleeding in my children? Piss in his face. Why not?
Are you doing either of those things?
No!
Good. Stop it. Okay. At this point... you okay?
Yes, I'm holding on
Yeah.
to your life.
The sword just suddenly stops. And it's hovering next to an oddly
How is she not falling off that?
I'm holding onto the handle.
Oh, the handle, I thought you were on the blade.
No, I'm not that stupid.
You're like holding on to the hilt because,
Yeah.
like it's a motorbike. A tiny squirrel motorbike with a massive blade. And you notice where the sword has stopped, there's a piece of Yggdrasil where there's a huge amount of bark missing.
Oh God,
Like-
it's not the Pixie Palace.
This is like the only place you've actually seen any damage to Yggdrasil because it's
That we haven't caused.
because it's magically protected. Anything else that you've done where you've like rammed swords in and stuff like that, it seems to have healed itself over after it's happened, and this does not. And then the sword sort of like the magnetization seems to be fading.
Oh shit.
Seems to be fading slightly.
Should I jump off?
There's a branch nearby.
I will jump off.
Athletics. Now all of you are holding a chain.
Well, we're going to start climbing at this point.
Quite quickly,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
only been up there a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna time you quickly.
Uh-oh.
This is a cartoon!
Fine.
Are we in a... You're fine. Are we in a cartoon? I've only just realised that.
Rocket shoes!
I can make my own rocket.
Can I
shoe.
shout down to
Yeah.
warn them? Get off the train! Spells wearing off!
Get off the
Can I
train.
know that he's about the rocket shoes and untie his shoe?
Once you...
Rocket shoes!
No.
I can make my own rocket.
Oh, that's...
shoes, and I
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
That was an attempt at rocket shoes.
You've forgotten you're a wizard.
Fail.
Did he really crit fail?
Yeah.
Yeah, you critical
Oh.
fail. You've actually forgotten magic.
Who are you?
No, you haven't forgotten everything. You've just forgotten that you know magic. You're just a guy who knows magical stuff.
What was I doing? Why did I think I had rocket shoes?
Insanity.
Yeah. See ya.
I'm gonna like
Shit.
fly up, use my fire to fly up.
You can Iron Man yourself.
Yeah, okay, so-
reality and fantasy, and you think you're a wizard.
Mode, ram the sword into the branch to stop them falling.
Yeah.
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 Can I do that?
Yeah, roll for strength, see how hard you ram the sword in.
Well, I have no strength, so good luck, guys.
Does that get the whole sort of backlash of magic off the...
-1.
-1. You try to, but you miss the branch, and it just sort of like hangs to the other side. So you're sort of just trying to hold the sword down. Like, how does
How
this
do
thing
I
work?
use the sword as a sword?
Yeah. You're balancing on the sword. The sword isn't going to hold for long.
I'm
Oh,
just gonna
she's
fly
off
up,
it now,
yeah.
anyway.
Okay, so conviction and discipline to do a major magic spell.
Conviction's 1,
That's not a lot of fire.
and 4 for discipline.
The strength that you've managed to make out of your hands is approximately a gas hob.
Well, I'll just get to the next branch then.
So you just sort of like, yeah, it's not actually helping, it just looks cool. And you just sort of like step onto the branch.
Yeah. Blue things, guys.
Same branch as her?
Hmm?
Same branch as her?
No, you're slightly lower down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna climb up then.
Just climb up the,
Yeah.
shimmy up the tree.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll get off the train.
good.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I've climbed up now, I'm back with them as well.
So you're all on the branch like underneath. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm going to go up to with her.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you've all got it.
I'm
Is anyone going to
anyway.
hold the chain and sort of...
I'm
yank-
trying to pull him up when I get
Yeah.
up there, yeah.
Okay. So you're now only holding one person down, so it's not too bad. And then these lovely people come to help.
Hang in there. I'm just gonna shake the chain just for jollies.
What are you doing that for?
It's only looped around your foot. If it gets much looser...
I'm going to grab the chain with my hands.
Yep, that's probably a good call.
Are you
Get off the train!
Hank, you should do some gymnast stuff, you know, twirl up it and twirl down it like people do with ribbons and rope.
Dance, you sexy wizard bitch!
You suddenly remembered, oh yeah, I do that magic thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Why are you insistent on trying to make me fall to my death
No,
today?
but we want
That's
you
fine,
to
come here.
dance.
No, that's fine, come on, he's had enough.
Yeah.
Oh, has he? Ah, he's had enough. No.
As you all alight on this one branch, you hear the same ominous... Is that the sword going back away? You hear the same ominous screeching that you heard when you first planted the sword into Yggdrasil, but it's considerably louder than it was before. It seems to be very close by.
It's in there.
Should we go in?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not an inn. The thing you've seen is just sort of like an area of tree where the bark has come away. There's still a tree there.
Look.
Yeah. Fuck, I've got the word.
Investigate.
That's the one.
Uh,
Not bad.
so that
2.
4.
2.
2.
5.
Okay. So the two people have got 4 and 5. There was somebody got 4, wasn't there?
Let's do.
Cool. You notice that something seems to be etched into the wood.
Is it a penis?
It's not a penis. But you're suddenly distracted by that loud screeching noise being right next to you. The two of you notice something that looks like an angrier, greener version of Groot.
Oh.
That doesn't look very happy that people have been sticking swords
Have
in
we
a tree.
noticed it yet?
Well, you were all sort of like attempting to investigate this thing, and then suddenly...
It's a forest elemental!
Someone needs to help the tree!
I was gonna say that! You do it!
Okay.
Right, yep. Tom!
Roll for might. You know, let's see if you can kick a tree off of a tree.
2.
No! You've jarred your ankle quite badly.
We are seeing Deadpool, you have to kick Colossus.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And you suddenly see, you now see that behind this large group-like being is about 12 to 20 small, miniature group-like beings that also look particularly upset.
Pixies.
I thought they did.
It's not pixies. Could be friends of the pixies.
Pixies
know,
don't have friends.
Could be protector of the tree. A
Have we
treant.
not done anything to the tree, really?
Do you have the Lorax now? Speaker of the trees.
So,
What do you want?
well, they just screech.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you hurt? In pain?
Stop
They don't
fucking
seem.
screaming!
Yeah, they're mostly just adopting a screen-based dialect that you can't quite understand.
Does anyone have Google Translate?
I have my guide to Yggdrasil!
Yeah.
What am I rolling for?
I can speak
Law.
languages, can't I?
Oh, 2.
Cool. The guide to Yggdrasil informs you that should you encounter tree ants, and then it just sort of like trails off, and it doesn't appear to be a particularly good thing.
It's like Monty Python.
No, what? It starts training and then it goes to one of the loading circles.
Buffering.
Do I know anything about them with sort of with law, with like...
Can I roll?
Stuff?
Let's have a look at law.
It's not.
Oh.
Yeah. You can try and roll, see if you know it from. Like
Well, that's zeros, so
6.
I've got
6.
3.
Got 6 on law.
Well, I got 4.
Oh, well done.
And then there were 2. So I
Um,
have to know about all different
Yeah,
cultures and...
you know the
religions and
myths
stuff.
about treants. They're known to be particularly powerful. They're generally nature protectors. They don't particularly like people who cause fires in trees or attack trees with sharp objects. They're very, very strong, and
Glad I missed with the sword now.
you're aware that they're normally very strong when they're made of normal tree. If these ones have been formed out of the wood of Yggdrasil, they're probably very, very, very strong.
Right.
No one picked up the...
You all need to listen to me.
This is going to go well.
Don't do anything fire related.
Yeah, no one set them on fire.
You-
No one
they're-
hurt them.
Turn into a squirrel.
They're very,
Okay.
so they're very resistant to magic in general.
Don't turn into a
Well, I had a good run.
Just turn into a squirrel.
Okay.
They're resistant to magic. They're not. Magic doesn't anger them.
Okay, right.
It just
All
sort
of you get on your knees. Get on your knees.
No.
I'll do it first. Get on your knees. No! You all filth! Yeah, fuck it! Suck the cock of the wood tree! Now! You try and be helpful once.
Carry on.
Lay your weapons out, show them we're not a threat, lay your head down, see if they do anything. Act humble, don't set a fire, don't cast a spell. Just try and be calm, see what
No
they
rocket
do.
shoes, no
I'm
lightning.
sorry
You know,
I kicked you.
Don't pose any threat right now.
You've
I
started
can't
this
remember
off.
rocket shoes.
So, there's nothing for discipline. I have to go rapport again, isn't it?
But discipline is a thing. Oh,
Okay. So all of the little ones are sort of like confused. You know, they were ready. They were raring for a fight, and now they're like, oh, everyone's sort of lay down. The big one is still very like, you burnt and you stabbed.
did we burn anything?
You used
Burn
a lot.
the chain?
You used a lot of fire around
In
the
the
tree.
presence of it. Okay, fair.
They were rocket shoes.
But we do know Yggdrasil's magic, almost magic resistant, so we didn't do it in intention to hurt Yggdrasil.
Yeah, but it's still fire around trees. It's like taking a
Fair.
candle into a library.
Fair enough.
What?
Or a hedgehog into a condom factory.
Or that. What was that?
There's the point. And there's where we went.
And it's going to drive up here, left of the traffic light. So the big tree doesn't seem particularly impressed still. You know, he's paused for thought, but
This is not the point where I yell, now attack. This is not the plan. We are going to be humble.
Maybe they hate the pixies.
I don't think they hate them. I think you might have pissed off some friends. Do you know anything about them? Can you do anything to commune? You have law. And you. Can you commune at all?
That's for them. I don't think I can commute. I just
The
Yeah,
pixies can
Yeah.
speak squirrel. Can they speak squirrel?
Well, you're in squirrel form, so I was hoping they'd appeal to you. Well, not appeal, but become friendly with you because you're now a creature of the wild.
Worth a shot.
So you're a squirrel. You sort of,
Run up the big tree, give him a kiss. On the cheek. There's a friend.
well, you sort of like, all of the little trees are sort of like squirrelish height. So you go over and you sort of start squeaking at them. Squeak. But they're sort of your squeak and their sort of scream. So it's sort of like, you get a few words here and there, but it's mostly sort of like they're speaking a language that is an ancient version of squirrel.
So how I can't communicate with other squirrels, but I can communicate with things that can speak squirrel? Or is it just because I'm
Magic. You're a magic squirrel.
Fair enough.
Whereas squirrels, you know.
It's
I can
a
speak-
dialect.
I can
Yeah.
speak magical squirrel, but not a regular squirrel.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So magical animal more than So yeah, it's like this. It's like you're speaking magical English and they're speaking magical French. So you get a few words here and there where there's similarities. You mostly get angry. You do hear pixie.
Oh no.
You hear crown. You hear sword. What are you doing?
Pushing the sword just conspicuously off the branch. There was no sword.
There were no pixies.
And I squeak back that we were sent here to investigate. We didn't mean any harm.
Tell them
and
the
we
pixies are bad
apologise.
people.
So you just scream, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry. Well, again, the little ones seem convinced at this point, but the big one does still seem to be mostly up for a fight. You know,
The
he
pixies
doesn't-
are planning a coup. I stopped
I'm
them.
not translating.
No.
They planned to become the new Yggdrasil. They were going to usurp
At this
you.
point, the big one sort of like moves past the three of you, and just sort of looks at the two that grabbed and tied pixies together, gets right up in your grill, and just screams in your face.
Please tell me he ties them together and puts them on his face.
I'm gonna hold
No
my
threat.
rod. Any closer, and I'm gonna turn you into books. I'm gonna get my fire sword.
Do you not know what Ents are? Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Oh, years ago.
Okay.
We
Good,
went-
carry on. No, carry on. I'm interested now.
we went
Well, it's
to
fine. It's fun.
18.
I like it what you two do, actually. It's fun to be the safe one, isn't it? Have you stopped
Okay, so
it?
I find sword.
This is
And
quite
make it
nice.
clear that if he keeps screaming, I will just start cauterizing branches. I'll give him a haircut.
A haircut?
You look great.
That's why he's so livid. No one's groomed him in centuries.
Yeah.
Right. At this point,
We should all
It's-
duck.
completely unfazed by either of you,
We should go to the other branch.
he gets both of your heads and just goes BAM!
I'm gonna punch him.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, for a start, you're gonna have some fucking repercussion to that.
I'm reasonable. I mean,
And
unless
we
you
didn't
both.
launch a personal attack against you, Mr. Tree. It was the pixies, and the pixies are evil. Everyone, through centuries, pixies are evil, and I stopped their evil ways.
You're both gonna have to roll discipline to not be unconscious right now.
No, I don't-
A giant tree just smashed your heads together. Quite hard.
The most comical trend I've ever seen.
Exactly. It'll probably in your best interest not to be conscious right now.
0.
0. That sounds like unconscious.
So 4 and 0.
You're definitely unconscious. You're groggy to the. You're groggy
Defiant
and
to the end.
extremely concussed, so you may as well be
Really hit hard then.
No,
like
sorry.
massively drunk right now.
Fucking Tree! I was saving you from the fucking pixies!
And you sort of like stumble and land on top of Jazz. Yeah.
Comprehenden. I'll find you! I'll haunt you in your dreams!
I'm sure he's terrified.
I'm gonna feed the pixies to you when you
Guys,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't me that was
repeat-
unconscious.
to fall asleep, and I'm gonna feed you the pixies. I can drop them into your mouth. You know, like spiders crawling into people's mouths in their sleep. Pixies are gonna go into your mouth. And
The train kicks you in the head. You are now definitely unconscious.
It's impressive that they could do that.
Defense is activated.
And I set them on fire as well.
Oh
Cool. So at this point, the train sort of looks sternly at you. It doesn't look impressed, but clearly not enough to, smack any heads together. And all of the little ones sort of like attempt to play games with you briefly before they all disappear away.
Sure, I'll play.
So yeah, you like do tiny skipping with branches and things as a squirrel.
no. Near branches, break one off. Oh no!
But at which point they all sort of fade into the tree
Does
itself.
the big one go as well?
Yeah, the big
okay.
one so like goes into the trunk, and all of the little ones fade into branches. You remember that there was a bit of bark that was missing with some stuff etched into it.
Can we have a close look at that then?
You can. Didn't you surreptitiously kick that off
Yeah,
of?
this chain, remember? And then outsmarted the tree.
Okay.
In all fairness, you can make it. This is where we lost the sword.
No, you need the sword.
Oh, okay.
It's altogether possible that when you pass back through the portal,
You shouldn't have
the
told
magic
him that.
chain doesn't survive.
No, fair.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have told him that you need the sword.
Why?
Because now he's going to take advantage of it.
No, he's taking my chain away from me. My 9 miles of chain.
Upon reaching the area where the bark once was, the consequence of using the sword is scarred into the wood in darkest black, and all you can see there is a series of numbers. So you go, I know, right? Maybe it's a puzzle.
I was wondering if you ever planned.
Conveniently unconscious.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And this is all that's written on the bark. And if you solve the puzzle or not, this will be the end of this flashback. So this could be something that you continue to work on into the next, into the current, present time. Because I've made this to be a reasonably difficult puzzle. At this point, both of you are no longer unconscious. They've been sat looking at a series of numbers for, I'm guessing, about 10 minutes.
Well, they both have to 20.
They do both add to 20. So that sounded sort of...
Well done!
They do add to 20! Who's a good mathematician? Is it Jordan?
It's me.
It's Jordan!
So it's not like 20/20 vision then or something. Is it each number refers to a letter?
And so at this point, you note down the numbers that you see.
I should write them down.
You convince the wizard to cast the locator spell back to the door. You realise that the only way of making your way back down to the door is unfortunately sacrificing the 9-mile chain and climbing down it.
How would that sacrifice it, Tom?
Because you have to connect it at one end to climb all the way down. There's no way to disconnect it once you're all the way down the chain.
Then we lose the sword.
Well, no, because you can yank it off using your immense vampire strength.
I choose not to do that. Fine, I'll do it.
Yank. So yes, he yanked it. Cool.
Halfway done.
No! You all fall through the door, land back through the wardrobe, close the wardrobe, hammer pieces of wood into the wardrobe.
I was going to say, did the pixie escape through?
There's one pixie in a darkened corner.
Just sitting in the shadows.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and here we go. Why did we pull that up? We'll open it up and just get mugged by pixies.
That's why.
We do not talk of the pixie draw.
And you agree never to talk about it to anyone else. But you now have a series of 2 numbers that may or may not be useful. They're useful. And that's the end. That's the end of your side quest. You successfully side quested.
I think that went well, yeah.
Do you think that went well?
It's just the same story for me every time, isn't it?
There's a reason that you disappeared off to the dump for 6 days. It's to recover from a massive amount of injuries. Like, I can't be near anyone.
So I went to the shooting range for so long just to
You
get
just-
out all my anger.
Exactly, you were just so frustrated that you didn't get to use your guns. You could, the thing is, I was intending for you to fight the treants. I thought you were going to get your guns out and try and shoot all the tiny little treants away.
I thought one of us knew she would engage in the combat with
You
the tree.
describe one big figure with lots of little ones. I think children. I can't shoot children.
They were treant babies.
Exactly.
Plus, you described something that's essentially demigod in strength. On top of its power
Oh,
source.
since when has that stopped you guys from anything?
I'm trying to take it more seriously these days. I miss proper D&D.